Hi guys, so I'm back with a new video and let's talk about Shazam! Fury of the Gods. So as I've mentioned in my previous video, I just uploaded it yesterday, my Scream review. I went and watched Shazam in the morning and then went and watched Scream in the afternoon, so it was a long day. And yeah, today I'm here to talk to you about the new Shazam film. I must say I went in without a lot of knowledge. I knew a few of the new people that were coming into the story and to the universe, but I didn't really know much besides that. And obviously I know the characters, I love the first film, so my expectations were neutral, I would say, because I love the first one, but I didn't have really high expectations for this one. I wasn't super hyped, which I think at the end of the day it's the best way to go into a film without having super high expectations, because the likelihood of you liking the film is way higher. Post that, let's just get into it and let's talk about the new Shazam film. So if you don't know what this new film is about, well, I didn't either, but I'm gonna give you a little taste of what it is. So again, it's about Billy Batson and his foster siblings that get together as the Shazam group. I don't know if they really have a name, but yeah, they join forces to fight the daughters of Atlas and prevent them from destroying the world. Pretty basic. Most of your superhero films are basic, but honestly I think that's the best way to do it. You don't need a super complicated storyline, you just need good villains. And without getting too much into it just yet, I think the villains here are pretty good. But let me tell you who stars in the film. I'm pretty sure you all know. So the movie stars Zachary Levi, Asher Angel, Jack Dylan Grazer, Adam Brody, and a lot of other characters. The new ones that I knew are Ellen Mirren and Lucy Liu. And there's a ton of other characters in the film. Yeah, it's a huge cast and honestly I loved everyone. So let's just get to my thoughts. So basic thoughts are that the movie is a lot of fun. It's basically what you are expecting from a Shazam film. Just like the first one, this is really enjoyable, really fun, really light. As I said, I didn't know a lot about the film, which really helped in me really enjoying the film, because I basically everything was a surprise, and that's the best feeling. And when I was talking about the villains, the villains are the key to a good superhero film in my opinion, and ones here feel like a good match to the heroes. They have the same strengths, the same powers almost, and they are a good match, so you feel like there's actual stakes. Because sometimes with these type of films you just feel like the villain is way weaker, or the villain is way too strong, and when the hero defeats the villain it feels a little bit far-fetched, it doesn't seem believable. But here they are a good match and makes everything feel real in a way. Obviously it's a superhero film, but it doesn't feel too obvious that one is stronger than the other or who's gonna win. Yeah, as I said, they are a good match and the stakes are pretty high in a way. Yeah, there are stakes. In terms of cinematography and on a technical level, it's clear that David F. Sandberg has like a background in horror, because some of the shots are really horror-like. There's a few shots that I really enjoyed, like there's a sequence in a bridge and some like drone, it's not really drone shots, but some that are like really high, and I watched this one on IMAX, and it was like really believable, like the movements of the camera felt real, so really like those. And yeah, the fights are really fun, and overall I really enjoyed how the film looks. There are a few surprises, so I'm not gonna ruin that. I'm just gonna let you know that there are 2 post-credit scenes, one in like the middle credits and one at the very end. And yeah, be on the lookout for that. I don't know how that's gonna work with all the DC changes, but I really enjoyed what they did here, like with a few things that happen and those like scenes. Yeah, I really enjoyed that. Comparing it to the first one though, I still prefer the first one. I think the first one is way more fun, and it's a bit more silly, and it's more comedic because, you know, he's figuring out his powers, and that whole sequence is a lot of fun. Here it's still fun and enjoyable and lighthearted, so entertaining, but not as goofy as the first one. So I think I still prefer the first one, but this one is really enjoyable as well. And before I finish my thoughts, I just like to mention that this one focuses a lot more on the grown-up superheroes, like the grown-up versions of the kids, which is interesting, and I did like that because that gave a lot more screen time to Adam Brody, which I love. Although Freddy is the character that has more of a balance, and there's a lot of scenes with Jack Dylan Grazer, so there's almost equal amounts of kid Freddy and grown-up Freddy. And yeah, I also really enjoyed the music. Like there's a few musical moments that are pretty fun, and yeah, the movie is just really entertaining, really enjoyable, fun, lighthearted. It's a good time. So, post that, let's get to my scores. So, overall, I'm gonna give the film a 4 out of 5, exactly the same as the first one. I did say that I liked the first one better, but they're equally as enjoyable, and I just had a good time watching both of them. So, yeah, I think this one totally deserves a 4 out of 5. Cinematography, I give it a 3.5 out of 5. It's not a super stylized film by any means, but there's a few shots that are like really interesting, some angles that are different, and that, I don't know, I just noticed some of them, and the music choices are really good as well. So yeah, I enjoyed cinematography. And originality, I'm gonna give it a 3.5 out of 5 as well. It's not super original, but I liked that they found a middle ground with the villains and with the comedic part of Shazam, and I don't know, I think everything meshes really well, and as I said, the villains feel like a good match to the heroes, and yeah, that just works. And it's different for like superhero films in general, but it's really different for DC. So having that in mind, I think it deserves a 3.5 out of 5. And yeah, so these are my thoughts on Shazam! Fury of the Gods. Let me know in the comments what you thought. Have you seen it already? Let me know which one you prefer. Do you like the first Shazam better, or do you prefer this one? Do you agree with me in terms of the villains? Like, were you a fan of like the Daughters of Atlas? Yeah, I don't know. Just let me know everything in the comments. And yeah, If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not subscribed yet, and I'll see you in my next video.